Last Epoch officially released with version 1.0 on February 21st, 2024. Since then, I put well over 100 hours into this game, and I am ready to tell you if I think this game can go toe to toe with titans like Diablo and Path of Exile, or if it's simply another mediocre game in a competitive action RPG landscape. Now, my Warlock, she definitely has a message for Diablo 4. But do I think that Last Epoch can end Diablo's run atop the ARPG charts? Stick around to the end to find out. First, let's discuss Last Epoch's story. Now, there are multiple timelines which you can transport back and forth through time with the use of a device called the, yeah, you guessed it, the Last Epoch. After that, well, that's pretty much where my knowledge ends of the story. Like most action RPGs, the story is rather insignificant to the overall purpose of the game, and that's grinding for loot. So if you're anything like me, you'll start out giving a little bit of a damn about the story, and about an hour in, you'll be clicking as fast as you can through all the dialogue options to get back to the action as soon as possible. Let's get to that sweet, sweet loot. The developers at 11th Hour Games definitely understood their assignment here and nailed the loot system. There are so many cool, unique items that can really set different character builds off, and might even make you completely change your mind on what you thought your character was going to be. On top of that, they've created an amazing crafting system that is both easy to understand and extremely beneficial, if not absolutely necessary to utilize. Basically, you pick up shards along your journey, and you can use them to pump up the stats of your gear. Plus, there's legendary crafting, where you slam an exalted item into unique and make items that obliterate the endgame. Speaking of the endgame, is it any good? Honest answer, it's extremely okay. Now, there's many different activities you can partake in, such as dungeons and endless arena, which boasts a leaderboard, but most players are going to spend their time in the monolith system. So the monoliths are basically your maps in Path of Exile or Nightmare Dungeons in Diablo 4. They're very well done. Finish a few nodes, raise the stability of a timeline, and then fight a boss, rinse and repeat. Each monolith system enables you to farm a specific set of gear, so let's say if you're looking for a chest piece, you know exactly where your best odds are. It does tend to get stale after extensive gameplay though. That said, the devs have already stated they're hard at work at creating additional endgame content for future seasons. As a huge Souls fan, I have to admit I found the boss fights in this game to be top notch. Now, they don't boast a difficulty rating compared to something like a Bloodborne, but all the bosses are very well designed, telegraph what they're going to do, and simply feel satisfying to fight against. At no point do you ever feel like you've gotten killed by some cheap mechanic. Everything feels fair and enjoyable. Some bosses are definitely harder than others, but those that are give you that sweet adrenaline rush from victory after a tough fight. Now, I'm sure you're all thinking, all that info is great and all, but it doesn't really matter if the gameplay is any good. Well, my friends, the gameplay in Last Epoch is so damn good. Now, I haven't put 100 hours in this game because I find it boring. I'm not a masochist. You know what, actually, take a look and see how much I enjoy this one. What is she firing at over there? Oh my god! Oh my god, no! I genuinely have so much fun playing this game. It's the first game in a very long time where I crave playing it. Like I find myself sitting at work and itching to get home and back to the grind. The loop is everything you could possibly want in a loot grinder. Now, this game isn't without its problems. Remember, this is a small indie company putting out their first game. Bugs are to be expected, but it doesn't mean we have to be happy that they're there. It can be very frustrating getting killed by the game hanging up on you, or getting sent to the title screen for no apparent reason. That said, with the way the devs have been communicating with us, I have absolute faith in them that these issues will be resolved in the very near future. Finally, the game lets you choose from 5 different classes, which each come with 3 masteries in which you can choose from. These masteries come with varying skills and offer amazing potential in terms of customizability from their skill trees. Now for the all-important scoring. 1, is this game fun? Obviously, yes. I love this game. It's going to be a mainstay in my rotation for years to come. I can't wait to see how this grows. Star rating, 7 out of 10. I know that's odd with what I just said, but it has its issues. The end game isn't there. The foundation is, and the devs are going to build upon it. And I can't, like I just said, I can't wait to see where it goes from here on out. And finally, should you play this game? If you're a fan of the genre of action RPG genre, yes. I know you're probably let down by Diablo 4, but yes, this game is so fun. It's so enjoyable. It does so many things right that Diablo failed to do. And I said, is it going to kill Diablo? Back to that original question. Probably not. Diablo has such a foothold in this genre. It's not going to go anywhere. But this game isn't either, and it's going to take a lot of that foothold away from Diablo. Now, if you enjoyed this video, if you're playing Last Epoch, drop your comments below. I want to know what classes you're playing, how you're enjoying it, what your best loot drop you've gotten is. Let me know, and I will catch you guys later. Thank y'all.